Hello again, people. Zack Attack is here with your predictions, my predictions for WWE Vengeance taking place tonight at the AT&T Center in San Antonio, Texas, only on pay-per-view, which I'm watching at B-Dubs tonight. Alright, let's go down the matches and make my predictions. And of course, as I like to do, all the non-title matches are first, title matches are last. Although there's one non-title tag team match, which I will leave for the last prediction. And I think everyone knows what that match shall be. Starting non-titles, it'll be Randy Orton taking on the IC champion Cody Rhodes. Now, of course, Orton's feud with Mark Henry ended at Hell in a Cell pay-per-view after him losing to Henry at Hell in a Cell, which was a boring match. Speaking of boring Henry match, I'll get to his match in a moment. But Randy Orton and Cody Rhodes, this whole feud started a few weeks ago when Randy Orton beat the shit out of Cody Rhodes, whamming him against the steel post and stuff, making his head bleed. Of course, that was edited on the US broadcast since it's TV PG, new blood. So he had Randy Orton beat the shit out of Cody. And then on Raw a few weeks ago, Randy was in a match. I forgot what match it was, but I know Randy was in a match and then Cody Rhodes interfered. And Cody Rhodes beat the shit out of Randy. And now the feud culminated in this match tonight at Vengeance. This is what happens when a top guy like Orton or Cena, when they lose the title, they always get in bad feuds. Like when Cena lost the title to Edge and stuff, he feuded JBL and Big Show without the title. And those feuds kind of suck without him being the champion. So see what Orton does without being the champion for a while. I say, doesn't matter, Orton shall win over Cody Rhodes. Maybe Cody's henchman could help, but I say RKO Orton. I like Orton, but it's like, I would like Cody to win a huge victory over him, because he is the IC champion after all, but if he does lose, at least he ain't losing the title, because this is not a title match. Plus, Orton's been the IC champion before. What was it, 04? One of his first titles he ever won as a singles competitor. So it's like, why be demoted like that? Go for being world champion and IC champion. So I'm glad he's not going to be facing for the IC championship tonight. Orton's champion again? No way. Next non-title match will be Sheamus versus Christian. Speaking of two guys feuding against each other because there's nothing left for them to do, Sheamus and Christian's feud started all the way back at SummerSlam, when Christian had a segment. Sheamus attacked him during that segment after Christian begged for another match of the title. We got one more match against Sheamus at the Night of Champions not Night of Champions. Was it Hell in a Cell? Yeah, I think it. Yeah, it was Hell in a Cell. First match tonight, very good opener. But now Sheamus and Christian are fighting again at Vengeance. So we'll see how this feud ends. I say Christian wins tonight because Sheamus won at the Hell in a Cell. So since there'll be 1-1, maybe have a woman match on SmackDown or at the Survivor Series or something. So I say Christian shall win. So tie their series of matches. I think that is all the non-title matches with the exception of a tag team match, which I'll get to in a moment. But first, let's get to the title matches. First, for the WWE Tag Team Championships, it'll be El Boom defending against Zigzwag, as I like to call them, Jack Swagger, and Dolph Ziggler. Of course, Vicky Guerrero in the corner. Now, these two had a shot at the Night of Champions pay-per-view, which ended pretty cool. Actually, not Night of Champions, that was Miz and Truth. Hell in a Cell, actually, these two faced off. These four faced off for the titles at the Hell in a Cell pay-per-view. And I think Swag and Zig got great tag team chemistry. They're good wrestlers, great look, great physiques. I thought the match against El Boom at the pay-per-view, Hell in a Cell, was pretty good. I hope their match tonight is as decent, especially since Zig's got to wrestle twice. I'll get to that in a moment. But I say El Boom shall win. So Zig may lose that, but of course he has another match. He's wrestling twice tonight. He's not only facing off for the tag team titles with Jack, he also has to defend his United States Championship. It's on the line against a man who I think not only deserves another shot after losing on Raw a few weeks ago, but deserves to win it tonight. The Internet Champion, Long Island Ice Z, Zack Ryder. Can we say new U.S. champ? Woo, woo, woo! You know way, baby. Rhino all the way, baby. This will be a good match. The match on Raw a few weeks ago for the U.S. title. Good match. And I think I said this. When Dolph beat Zack, I think maybe 3 or 4 weeks ago on Raw for the title, I said that Zack could get another shot on the pay-per-view, Vengeance. And I think everyone in the Zack pack saying, yay! Zack's finally on a pay-per-view in a match for a title. So, kudos to WWE. So, go right in tonight. I love this show. I love Long Island. Z True Long Island Story. I love that show. The last 2 episodes have not been the best, but go Rhino. Woo, woo, woo. And if he doesn't win tonight, we'll be saying, are you serious, bro? But go Rhino, baby. Other title matches. The Divas title. Beth Phoenix defending her title. No, not against Kelly. Thank goodness. Not another Beth Kelly. It's Beth and Eve tonight for the Divas title. Should I even predict this? Beth will beat the prissy goody two-shoe diva. I like Eve. She's okay. But like all the other goody two-shoe divas, she's better known for looks than brains, if you know what I mean. Better known for her looks than her talent in the ring. And Beth is physical. Very physical wrestler. Very physical female wrestler. Trying to bring the wrestling back in the Divas division with her and Natalya leading their team. So, I sense a Survivor Series team match with even the goody two-shoe divas against Beth and the athletic divas. That could be a possibility for Survivor Series. For Survivor Series match. But I say Beth will win tonight against Eve. Next, the big 2 title matches. First, for what I say will go down as the worst World title match of the year. Mark Henry defends the title against Big Show. Now, this feud's been going on since June, when Mark Henry kept interfering in Big Show's matches against Alberto Del Rio. It started back, Capital Punishment. Mark Henry attacked Big Show during the match, before the match even started. Ward Strong is slamming him through a table. Of course, Alberto picked up the pieces and got the victory over the Big Show. And then it continued, next night on Raw, they were in a steel cage match. Alberto Big Show again, but Mark Henry interfered again. Led it towards the Mark Henry Big Show match in Money in the Bank, which sent Big Show out for a while after Henry attacked him again. And this match for the title took place in 1999, when both guys were at least agile and lean. Because you look at them, comparing Big Show and Mark Henry of 1999 to the Big Show and Mark Henry of 2011, there's a big difference. They're both fat and old and can't wrestle as good as they were back in 1999 anymore. Back in 1999, if this match would have been happening for the title in 1999, they were both agile still. They both had some talent left. But now we're going to see 2 grown men punching, kicking, and slamming. Kind of a boring match. But I say Mark Henry shall retain. But I ain't saying much because SmackDown doesn't have any good guys. One guy may be returning. I'll get to that in a moment. Now, the main event for Raw, co-main event for Raw, it's the next title match. WWE title. Last man standing as Badal Del Rio defends the title against, once again, John Cena now. Cena beat Alberto 1-on-1 for the title at Night of Champions. And Alberto beat Cena and CM Punk with a little help from Ricardo, locking the cell at Hell in a Cell. Now, I say Alberto will win tonight. So, I want him to win because I don't want Cena to win again. Yeah, I know Cena's, let me say this. I think Cena's what? 2-1? 2-1 in last man standing matches? He beat Randy Orton in the last one. What was it? Last year at... No, it was 2 years ago. Yeah, it was last year. Well, 2 years ago. I think it was at Breaking Point, I think. There was last man standing against Orton and Cena. And Cena won that. He also beat JBL in the last man standing match. Although I think he lost to Edge in the last man standing. That was Backlash 09. He lost to Edge thanks to Big Show slamming him through that big ass spotlight. That was kind of cool. So, Cena's 2-1 and last man standing. I hope 2-2 tonight. I want Alberto to win, man. So I want Alberto to feud with Punk for the title. That's what a lot of people say, that this feud will end tonight, so Alberto can feud with Punk. So I say Alberto Del Rio all the way. We don't want Super Cena winning again, despite the fact new movie's out. But once again, slammed. As usual, reunion, once again, slammed. So go Alberto against Cena. Next, the big match, main event time. What could be main event, I don't know. Cold War main event. China! CM Punk teaming up with Triple H against Miz and Truth. Now, of course, we all know Miz and Truth's problems with Punk and Triple H, specifically Triple H, with Miz and Truth after Night of Champions getting fired and punching Triple H. Then, of course, we all know what happened. Hell in a Cell with them invading, attacking the people in the cell, and then Triple H punched them when they were taken out by security. And that's when John Elias, when he was a new GM, reinstated him 2 weeks ago. And, of course, them getting lost against Punk and then getting their butts whipped by Punk and Triple H. That's when the match was made. So I think Punk and Triple H could win tonight, unless someone screws them. Now, Kevin Nash, I've heard much about him lately, so he could come back. But this could be a possibility. Vengeance tonight, as I mentioned in the beginning of the video, is in San Antonio, Texas, the home of one Shawn Michaels. Now, there's been a lot of rumors, speculation about whether or not Shawn would be involved in the storyline. Now, Shawn was at SmackDown a few weeks ago in Dallas, doing a little mini DX reunion off camera. Maybe he was doing that just to tease Triple H, maybe saying, yeah, I'm with you, Triple H, but in the end, he could be against him. Because John Lennon has been texting a lot of people. Maybe he's like texting Shawn or Nash to show up tonight to screw Triple H and Punk. What will go down? Anything can happen. Also, rumors about The Undertaker returning. I haven't heard anything about those lately, but it could be a possibility because Taker's from Texas too. We hear a lot of rumors about Taker coming back, so Taker may be coming back tonight. That's like the biggest rumor. I mean, Matt East may come back tonight, maybe interfering in Eve, Beth Phoenix Max. But anything can happen in WWE. That was an old saying, and it's been happening a lot lately. Anything could and will and does happen in WWE, especially in this day and age. That is it. That is my predictions. That's like Triple H and Punk. That's my prediction right now. That's if no one interferes or screws like Nash or Shawn. That's it for my Vengeance predictions. I'll see y'all later on tonight for my review. And like I said, I'll see you tonight for my review. With that in mind, been attacked by the predictions from Zach. Thank you much. See you later tonight. Bye-bye. Yeah.